guys, welcome back. My name's Nathan and today we're going to be discussing the latest Evander Kane drama and him calling out the NHL and exposing a referee. Now the next chapter in the Evander Kane saga has now opened. In Sunday's game with the San Jose Sharks versus the Vegas Golden Knights, we got some new controversy once again involving Evander Kane. So what happened, what is the situation, and what happens next for the NHL and Evander Kane after this? Watch till the end to find out. Now before I give my actual opinion on what happened in this situation, we gotta actually talk about what happened in this game. The Vegas Golden Knights, yes, did win 5-1 versus San Jose Sharks, but it was easily one of the most crazy preseason games I've ever watched live, and definitely one of the craziest 5-1 games I've ever watched. Between the San Jose Sharks and the Vegas Golden Knights, it was an all-out brawl right until the end, with so many fights, so many scuffles, and so many controversial plays. The biggest one, that being the Evander Kane situation. Now this whole play that lasted about 30 seconds felt a lot longer than that, with so much in it. First off, we had Derek England for Vegas, who had the puck, was carrying the puck along the boards. Evander Kane came and hit him, body checked him, and it kind of left England kind of stunned a little bit. Then England goes and tugs on Evander Kane's stick. That kind of gets Evander Kane kind of riled up. But after that fact, Evander Kane just kind of goes away. He kind of acts like nothing happened at that point, which at that point, nothing really did. After that, though, England starts to chirp him, and then Evander Kane starts to go after England. England kind of officiating that in his own way. Then after that, Kane ended up slashing England, and then ended up getting a piece of that slash on the referee. And that's where everything gets a lot more crazy. Now to get one thing straight before we continue with this, Evander Kane was trying to slash Derek England. He definitely got more of that slash on the referee, but he was trying to go after Derek England 110% there. But going on to what happened after that, the ref ended up allowing Evander Kane right after that slash just continue playing for a few seconds. And after that, when the ref started to look at Evander Kane and figure, why is he still on the ice, he decided to go after Evander Kane and basically just power shove him. Now Evander Kane kind of fell back a little bit and he kind of took the ref with him down, but that was still a shove right there, and that's not good whatsoever. And after that fact, then the ref didn't blow the play, everything was still going on, and then after Kane fell over, he started to get back up and started to shove the referee, which resulted in him getting ejected from the entire game. Now yesterday night when this whole situation happened, I was 110% on the side of the referee here. He got slashed, you could see all the drama between England and Kane, and he just ended up getting him out and getting him tossed, which at that point, I totally saw why. And while that opinion per se hasn't completely changed, I think my opinion is much more down the middle between Evander Kane and the referee right now. I think honestly both were in the wrong, the referee going right after Kane, not even blowing the play dead, and while Evander Kane slashing the referee isn't good at all too. And while I was initially on the side of the referee in this situation, honestly right now, I'm kind of against everybody. The Evander Kane, the referee, and even Derek England a little bit by tugging on Evander Kane's stick and even chirping him throughout the play. Honestly, I can't really defend anybody here because I think they were all in the wrong. It's a bad situation, it's a mucky situation, a situation that probably was exploiting a lot more than the NHL expected, but it's not going to be an easy answer to solve either. And abusing the official ejection could result in a massive suspension, and a much bigger one than Evander Kane probably deserves. And circling back to what the referee did in this situation, I think that's kind of what's most frustrating about it. Again, initially I was on the side of the referee, but now I'm mostly frustrated at what his actions were. And I've seen a lot of people blame him for pushing Evander Kane, but that didn't really exactly happen. He was kind of pushed by Evander Kane into the ice. But the part that I'm frustrated about is that this guy didn't end up calling the play. When this whole slash happened, why did Evander Kane just get called for a penalty there? Like, what are you doing? I'm sorry, but like, that was an obvious slash. I don't know why he didn't stop the play. He just let Evander Kane go and do his thing for quite a bit, and then he looked back at Evander Kane and said, hey, what are you doing here? And just decided to go after him for some reason, even though he didn't even call the penalty that he just took for a guy like England. I don't know, it just confuses me, that part. I think people are putting the blame in the wrong parts. That play should have also been blown dead way before that as well. and honestly just everything about it confuses me. And as I said before, I'm not putting all the blame on the referee because I think there's blame to be spread across everything here. But I think the situation was allowed to continue and be as big as it was because of the referee's actions. I don't know if he should get suspended or let go because of that, but it's not a good look whatsoever. To continue a play like that going and to just go after Evander Kane after you didn't stop the play, to me that was probably the worst part about this situation. And yes, I think the referee, honestly had the right to go after a guy like him after that slash, but the fact that it wasn't blown dead is honestly the worst part. But at the very same time, I think the referee was sort of justified for going after Evander Kane, especially since he just got slashed in the leg. But the way he managed that whole situation was absolutely horrendous. Again, blowing down the play would have been exactly perfect. You blow down the play, and then you start to go after him, push him towards the bench or something, do what you need to do. But during the play, when everything is happening, I'm not sure what he's doing, to be honest, why he's just waiting for Evander Kane to just go on the ground for some reason. Honestly, I don't know why he handled it that way. I'm not sure why Evander Kane did the same. Slashing a referee is terrible, but honestly, this whole situation is just insane. Now, Evander Kane had some choice words to say about this situation after an interview, and he said this: "I get kicked out of a game for getting jumped from behind by a referee. I have never seen a ref take 5 strides. If you look at his face, he's getting all this power and he's trying to drive me into the ice, which is what he did. That's unbelievable. Talk about abuse of an official, how about abuse of a player? It's an absolute joke." Now, it continues to say this: "I was just skinning up the ice, minding my own business. The next thing you know, I get driven into the ice by one of the officials. I wasn't even engaged with one of their players," he said. "Explain that to me, how I get kicked out of the game for that. Baffling." Now, I disagree and also agree with some of the statements he said. In that second quote was kind of a little bit iffy for me, saying that he was just minding his own business. Well, you did slash the referee in the leg, you know that, and also Derek England, which would have been a penalty. I'm not sure if you're just minding your own business. I'm not sure what world slashing a player is minding your own business, but hey, we'll go without that quote. But in that first one, again, just saying how about an abuse of a player, honestly, I think it's a good point there, how the referee was just able to go after him during the play for some reason. That whole side of it, I think, is completely justified. But saying he didn't do anything, man, I think that's a little bit of a reach. Now, to make things clear, I have never really been a big fan of Evander Kane, at least for a very, very long time. He's had a lot of questionable stuff go on off the ice, and a lot of good controversy that, to be honest, has been justified for him. I think he's a solid player, a good NHL forward, but he's not a guy that I like seeing do all this stuff. But when I have sympathy for a guy like Evander Kane, that's when you know there's a huge problem. Now, diving deep into the NHL rulebook here, we get into the rule 40.3, which says this: automatic suspension. Any player who deliberately applies physical force to an official in any manner, which physical force is applied without intent to injure, or who spits on an official, shall be automatically suspended for not less than 10 games. And that doesn't exactly paint the greatest picture for Evander Kane, who, yes, I think was going after Derek England, but ended up giving a large chunk of that slash to the referee. And we've already, again, talked about everything here, but that can't be really ignored, that he did slash that referee right in the leg. It was captured, we all know that happened, and it's not exactly a good look either. For that suspension, again, at least 10 games, that's not looking good for Evander Kane's chances at starting the regular season for San Jose. Now, in this murky, crazy situation, in my opinion, I think Evander Kane should be suspended 10 games. Not because I think he intended to hit the referee, or even intended to push the referee, or do whatever. I think, again, those rules are set out, they're set in stone, and the NHL should follow that. Again, with intent to injure, I'm not sure he had that, but he did hit the referee, whether you like it or not. And I think that will result in a suspension for Evander Kane. Again, at the very least 10 games, it's not exactly looking too good for Evander Kane. But I think, again, it goes for the same way. It comes the same way for the referee, who I think, again, was in the wrong as well. I'm not sure if he'll get laid off or suspended or whatever, but I hope there is some punishment on his end as well, rather than just Evander Kane's end. And I think in a perfect world, in this situation, we wouldn't have to discuss these things. But I think in the best situation possible, Evander Kane likely gets 10 games for suspension because of the slash on the referee. And the referee likely has to take a break or maybe get laid off for a bit and just contemplate what he did there. Because I don't think those actions should be really allowed to continue in that way. Yes, he was slashed, but to continue going, even with the play still going, I think was just a bad move that should be corrected in his mind. I think both Evander Evander Kane and the referee were in the wrong, and they should get punished like it. But of course, with this crazy, insane controversy, the most important part is what you guys think about this situation. Let me know down in the comments down below what you think about this crazy Evander Kane controversy, and who are you siding with? Do you think Evander Kane has the right here? Do you think the referee has the right here? Or are you like me, where I kind of think both are in the wrong? Let me know down in those comments down below. But if you guys want some more Grav videos just like this one, you should click on this card right here to watch my video on Patrick Laine and him calling out the Winnipeg Jets. But that'll be it for today, guys. If you guys enjoy, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Again, comment down below your thoughts on this crazy situation and what you guys think about it. Share this video also with your friends if you haven't, any hockey fan you know. Trying to get the Grav gang up to 10K subscribers, boys. Let's get that going. I'm Nathan, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. Goodbye.